Hello and welcome back to a quick look with the Casual Hour. I am your host today, Bobby Pease. Joining me, the gamer on the go and co-host of the show, Chase Kinnicky. Chase, I have another card-based roguelite, really pretty game to show you today called Iris and the Giant. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of it. In fact, I think I'm the one who told you about it.
You passed the first test. Thank you for playing. I'm really excited to show you this game. I've played a little bit of it, maybe a couple hours. And it does some really neat things for the genre.
Nice. So you, despite me being the one who introduced you to it, I have not actually played this game because at the time I felt like it was a little expensive on Switch when it got ported to Switch.
Yeah.
Now apparently the Switch is one of the cheaper versions of this game.
Yeah, we looked at that earlier. It looks like the current, like as we recorded this, what, May 2nd? It's $18 on Steam and $15 on Switch. So eat that, haters. But it is on everything also. I found out that this is on mobile, and I think it's like $5 there or around that price point on iOS and Android. And I feel like it's on most places. It's been out originally on PC, it looks like for about a year now. But yeah, this is Iris and the Giant. So let me give you a quick rundown of what we're looking at here.
Sure.
This is your menu to prep up for your run. After a failed run, you might get some gifts, which could be more cards, and those are automatically dealt into your hand. But the memories and the imaginary friends is what I want to draw your attention to. So memories can be removed and added in based off of what you have available, and this is more or less your skill tree. To unlock certain things in the game, they might say you need to reach a certain point without any memories activated. So it is going to be something they want you to play around with quite a bit. But I have these ones in yellow selected so far, and memories are permanent advantages which help me each game, so that's basically the starting point. Stealing from my opponents is the only way to get the most powerful cards. I can use a steal card now against enemies to basically get more cards during that play. This particular one here is when I receive a fatal blow, I fall to my knees instead of losing the game. It's not quite a death defiance, but it's more or less if you can make it through, sorry, my watch is going off. If you can make it through that battle without being hit again, you'll bounce back and have some health to continue that run.
Okay, so these are all basically just perks that you unlock. But you kind of mentioned it as a skill tree, but like you don't actually have to have certain things to get the other things. You just need to unlock the
there's a few
prerequisites to get them.
I think overall yes, but like for example, the one that we have here with Thunder, like this could turn into a bomb, and I don't know if you have to have this one or if it's like this or that based off these arrows here. I haven't unlocked that far yet. So I think there's like maybe 4 sections on this that made me think that would be the case. So those are our memories. We do have the ability to add something into it, so I can add this bomb and see what happens. So it is a this or that for this one.
Okay.
So we can change that around. This one here, I can find a star inside an amphitheater. I might go. Ooh, I like this one. At the beginning of each floor, I get a chance to draw again. I'm gonna go for that one. All right, so we've got that spent. We're good. We've got 5 activated, and then our imaginary friends are pretty cool. These are some companions that hang out with you. So on each floor, a demon will be wearing a golden hourglass on its head. Defeat this demon to earn a bonus turn, and those happen pretty frequently. Those are just different levels of enemies you go against. But to bring this friend, I must complete a challenge. Defeat 20 demons that carry a star in their head. So I can get that once I complete that. And this is the one, reach floor 8 without using any memories. So I haven't unlocked those yet.
Okay.
So these are just some more passive things that happen with your friends that come with you on your run. There's different paths. We're on the first path of the game. There are 2 other ones that you'll go, and these are the levels. For the game, and then there's a classic mode that we're going to be running this on.
Okay.
So this game
what's the story behind this?
So this game is going to be really focusing on mental health, and Iris is somebody who is struggling with mental health, and she's creating these worlds where she is the heroine going through fighting through it and doing the best that she can to basically deal with what's happening.
And you're going through like some Greek myth.
Yep. So there's going to be a lot of that here with it for sure. I really like the art style they've gone with. It's a very simple color palette. And And this is going to be our overview. So most of our battles are going to look this way.
Okay. So there's that guy with the hourglass over his head. If you killed him, you get an extra turn.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
So as you hover over each character, you're going to get information on what they're going to do. So on each turn, we're going to get shot by these arrows. The skeleton will strike me without hesitation if it gets in front of me. And then a few things to note. There's some currencies in the game that we're going to be getting. Crystals get us a rare card. Crystals will be found in the ground. You can click on them. They'll advance forward. I think that this might be a crystal back here. It'll turn red when it gets into the viewpoint. And then stars are also how you get to unlock new card sets or open chests or things of that nature. This is your will. You can get a confidence card to restore it throughout the game. That's what this is over here. And your deck is 21 cards. And so once you run out of the 21 cards, it's the game's over. So you want to make sure that you always have cards. You don't reshuffle your cards. Once they're exhausted, they're gone.
Interesting. Okay.
And so there's going to be things that I'll do sometimes where like I'll pass up getting maybe a new moveset if it gets me more cards, because basically if your health goes out or your cards go out, your run's over. So let's talk a little bit about the weapons that we're going to be using, or the cards that we have so far. I have 6 arrow cards so far. I have 8 sword cards. I have 4 axe cards, and I have 2 confidence cards available to me in my deck. Arrow cards can be used literally anywhere on the map. A sword, if you had multiple swords, they do allow you to play another sword if you have it in your hand. So if I had 4 swords, I could just play all 4 in one turn, which is really helpful.
Okay.
Your axe is going to take out an entire row in front of you, or at least damage everybody in that row. And then again, as I mentioned, the confidence is what you play in yourself. When you play this card, you do get to go again. The whole objective to advance forward, there's basically 3 pathways here. Everybody's going to be moving forward as we kill them. We want to get this staircase up to us. So once you see a staircase either in the first 3 spots here, you can leave the level and advance forward on the run.
Okay.
So it seems a little generic, I know, compared to, like, it seems simple, but it does get a little bit more complicated as you progress through it. So I used the axe. That moved everybody up forward. There are going to be a secret passage. Is it a shortcut or a more dangerous route? They don't really tell you what it would be from that risk-reward standpoint, but you do have some options here. This is that hourglass character that we wanted to take out. I know that I'm going to get attacked by this one if I allowed, so I don't want to take a hit here, so I'll probably take that individual out first.
Why was it still your turn there?
Because I cleared out the entire front row.
Oh, okay, so that counted as a turn. Okay, I got you.
Now I could use another axe, kill both of them, and get that bonus from this person, move this forward, and have another run. I think just for the sake of this quick look, I'm going to take this path that we have in front of us right now.
Okay.
And that moves us out. So this path down here would have been, it looks like 2 levels worth. And that would have gotten potentially more cards. It could have been a chest. Oh, I forgot to mention that I had that equipped. I can't remember what's doing it for us. Let me see if I can pull anything up here. I have a perk, which you can't see when you're doing the run, that gives you back half of your willpower at the beginning of each new level.
Oh, well, that seems handy.
Yeah, it's really great. So that's when I don't know if you saw that 15 come in on us there. That's what that was all about.
Gotcha.
So we've got, again, a few things with the archers in front of us. This is the crystal that I mentioned. Chests have two functions whenever you're doing a battle. You can grab the chest, open it up, and you have the option to choose 2 things from within the chest, one of which could be more cards, another one could be will. It really just depends on how you go about it. I can also attack the chest, and it takes, I think, 2 hits, but if I do 2 hits on the chest, it clears the entire level. It just kills everybody.
Oh, okay.
So there's some options there, but again, these waves are going to keep coming in the longer that we deal with not seeing a staircase.
Sure.
So knowing what you know, I'd love to get your thoughts. How would you play this next card?
So how much damage would the arrows do to you?
I believe they're just doing 1 damage. Yeah, attack 1. So we're looking at minimally taking 3 here.
Yeah, and nobody else, because those skeletons have to be directly in front of you to attack.
Yep, they
right?
got to be right in front of them. This individual back here, this is a baby minotaur. It has an axe and it will attack for 4. It can jump over its friends.
Okay, interesting. I guess at this point I'd shoot one of those arrows at the chest.
Okay. So everybody stays where they are because we didn't kill anything.
Right.
I'll continue doing that with the chest.
Yeah.
That clears that out.
Was that what you would have done?
Yeah, I mean that's the quickest, especially with the minotaur back there. So we've got a secret passage. Should we take that this time?
Yeah, let's do a secret.
Okay. So there's a different. Oh, this worked out all right. We do have a thief here with us though. So thieves will take your cards. So you want to dispense of them pretty quickly. I can grab these crystals that will advance, and I can also open this up. So we get 2 packs to choose from. Some new things that you haven't seen yet. This is the steel card. This whip will allow you to pull an object or opponent towards you. This one's pretty nice. This does a line of attack for 3 opponents. It's a fire damage. And then the dagger is a fatal blow to any opponent. So you use that.
Okay.
So we get to choose 2. What would you like to see here?
I like the straight line of the fire. That's
Okay.
pretty good. And then I think that dagger sounds pretty good.
You chose correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that we're going to take 1 hit here. I will not get these crystals right now because I don't want to risk getting hit twice by that. But I think that we should use... This is a baby over here. Yeah. Let's take this dagger and just get rid of this cat here. That way we don't lose any of our cards.
Okay.
So I know also coming up, you can see it back here a bit. There is a trap. Once I kill these individuals, that trap will spring forward towards me and do 8 damage unless we take that trap out. So we've got... we do have our fire card here, so I can take out this row here and advance another minotaur, or I can attempt, because I think what will happen, I'll destroy these crystals, get those, and we'll try that over here. So he had a helmet on, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. And then that guy's got 2, it looks like.
Yeah, so this skeleton has a terrible power. It allows my enemies to attack twice. So definitely want to look at how we're going to advance that situation.
So should you like shoot an arrow at him, knowing that these little skeletons aren't doing much damage to you?
Yep, and we also have this confidence card that we can play in case we do take a little bit more damage than we want to at this point in time.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
you're right on the money. So we'll keep working there. And this Minotaur is going to hit a little bit harder, but he can also cause them again.
Right, and that guy lets you attack. Oof. Okay, that's not good.
Yep.
But now you got a sword.
We do have 2 swords, so I can take out a few things here.
Would your axe take out that entire front row?
It will.
And then you could use both of those swords on the big skeleton?
Yep. So that moves everybody forward, but we also just gain stars from those kills, and now we get to choose an upgrade.
Oh, okay.
So this happens mid-fight, and you get those stars just from all of the people you kill. So we have a few choices here. As far as nerve goes, on each floor, 2 demons will be tougher, but they will give me 3 more stars. Resistance is a shield card will protect me during 3 turns instead of 2. I immediately get a shield for 2 turns. That's a really nice one to have. If your cards are low, you can just open a chest and then get 2 packs of cards. Or we can do the trick, which once I've played 12 cards, the card I play returns to my bag. Out of this, so we have 18 cards, by the way, so we're only 3 down from what you start with. So what are your thoughts?
And these are temporary bonuses, right? This is just for the run. You'll lose this if you die.
Yep, this is just this is per run.
That resistance seems pretty good.
Okay.
The shield stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. So that should have also gave us a shield, which is great.
Yeah, especially with that big guy in front of you.
Yep. Now I do have this lightning over here.
What's the lightning do?
The lightning is going to let me draw again if I want to, but I don't want to do that right now. So I've got 3.
So you can play all 3 of those sword cards, right?
Yep. So we're going to do that on him.
Yeah.
1, 2. And I know that when I click this one, because he always has a big red star, we get to choose a magical power.
Okay.
So there's 2 types of like buffs you can get here. So the confidence card is really neat. When I play that card, which we're probably going to have to, it turns into a flame card, and that allows me to burn 1 enemy. It's basically like the dagger, but with flame. It's not a guaranteed single kill, but most of the enemies with that armor, it drops them. This one's nice. You can throw your shield like a frisbee, and it does the Captain America bounce around.
Sure.
And then this one here, when a card ends up in my bag, I gain 1 will point. So this is going to give us back health. This is going to give us an extra attack, and this is going to give us...
How often are we getting the shields? Because we just picked up that one thing that gave us a shield, but how often would we see a shield?
It's going to be anytime we... It's going to be anytime we have like a deck draw. So like we'll have to pick the shield like we would anything else.
So by picking that previous bonus, that puts shield cards into our hand that we might get later?
Well, shield is something that we'll have to select based off of the packs that we open. So that one gave us like, hey, you immediately get a shield for this one. That doesn't happen too often. It's usually going to be like you would have to choose that over the daggers.
Okay, then I think the confidence probably sounds like the one we want to do, right? That what you'd pick?
I would either do this one or this one over here, because we'll get, anytime we get a card, which isn't often, we would get will, but this one's like, we're going to use confidence more than we'll use this here, I think. So I like that one because you get an attack out of it as well.
Sure.
So we're shielded for what's going to happen here. I do have an attack. I can take him out, which will move that forward. So we're going to do that. That'll move our path forward. We block those attacks. And now we're in a good spot. So what I want to do is use my confidence card.
Sure.
That's what the burn an enemy play would be. But then we can just hit the stairs and leave.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what's your like, how you thinking this goes? I mean, it seems simple, but there are some complexities to it, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I love the art style just from looking at it. The sound is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the mechanics of the cards, but I kind of like what's going on here.
Visually, it's very pleasing.
Oh, certainly. I think the mechanic of you running out of cards and losing is both kind of rough, but also kind of interesting as like a secondary loss mechanic.
Yeah, totally.
Makes me think of Magic the Gathering a little bit. You run out of cards in your library, you lose the game too. I think that's a different way that people can try to defeat you.
Sure.
Yeah, I think there's something here.
I'll pull this up really quick. You have this plus menu up here. This shows you challenges in progress. For floor 5, 9 turns, here are the challenges I can complete. Defeat 20 enemies that carry a star in their head. That would give me the nerve improvement. So if you ever need to check like where you're at with what you're working towards, this is your challenge tier. This is the game book. This will show you your progression.
Stats.
Yeah, like what you've encountered, how many of the cards you found, how many of the memories. Memories trigger a story event, but also give you the perk points, by the way.
Okay.
And then up here shows you what you have going on for your run.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what my favorite thing is?
What's that?
That X turns into the plus.
It's pretty.
Oh, that's so good.
It's pretty slick.
Look at how good that is. That is some good UI.
The other thing to mention, we didn't. The name is slipping me right now, and I feel terrible for that. But this is made by one person.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So one person makes this game. I believe that they are based out of France. And I think that it is really impressive for what they've done. Chase, I feel like we could keep playing this if we wanted to, but I think that I've shown a bit of it already. Would you like me to continue, or how do you feel?
Let's go through this floor and then maybe call it.
Yeah.
So you've got a new enemy here, this little bat.
Yeah, and the 4 demons around the bat are untouchable.
Okay,
and
that's why he's got the little shield icon.
The shield's there. So let's burn the bat.
Love it.
And that takes
Take
care of that.
Coronavirus.
Take that.
And now you got this little taco knight here.
Yep, taco knight. So this demon is wandering with some steel jaw traps in its pocket. So my assumption is once we kill this demon, it's going to drop one of those things that I hate. But let's find out.
The Quesalorian. Is that
I
anything?
think so. I think so.
Am I forcing it? I think I'm forcing it.
So
he looks like a Mandalorian.
He is the Quesalorian. I like it.
Yeah.
So they have a shield. I'm not going to do us a whole lot there, but we get a bonus attack by killing that individual.
Right. Okay.
So we got to take this shield down quite a bit. These things are rough. The Minotaurs are kind of a pain in the ass, and the Quesalorian threw out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. He looks like steel traps, so of course he puts out steel traps.
So I did the battle axe there.
Yikes. Okay.
You see how quickly this can go bad.
Yeah, and this guy's got a mirror shield?
Yep, holding behind a mirror, which reflects magical damage, thunder, fire, and bomb. So if I attack with my fire arrow there, we get hurt.
These guys are a lot tougher.
It ramps up very quickly. So again, like anything that I would do here, like all of these, unless I do a physical attack on this one, because they would have ignored my first attack. So I would hit my confidence card, get our will back up. I would then look at burning some of them.
Yikes. You're still nowhere near a staircase.
No, not at all. I mean, we might not have made it past this anyway, based off how things are playing here. Yep, there it goes. So now I'm down. So I can...
Oh, because you have that perk on. Gotcha.
But
you can't really stop the enemies from hurting you.
Correct. I'm going to try and get this chest here.
Wait, how did you still live?
Because I'm down.
Right, but I thought it said you couldn't take another attack, and you've been taking more attacks.
I'm basically at the mercy of my cards at this point in time when you're down.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if I can make it through with what I have in my hand or what I gain, we're good. And
Which I don't think you can.
No, because there's an actual Minotaur here.
Yeah.
So this is just not a pleasant thing for... Oh, there we go. So I guess it was a certain amount of hits that would cause you to bleed out. I don't quite know how that mechanic works in that sense. We found 32 stars, so you get rewards for the next run, which I haven't had that before. So we get a tornado card for the next run, and you have found a new imaginary friend. You must complete their challenge, reach 9th floor without playing any magical cards. Card with a blue frame, so we can get a Taco or a Quesalorian with us.
Nice.
And then you unlocked a new magical power. You'll take it with you during the next game. The damage of bombs is reduced to 2. Damage of burning cards 2. All right. And that's...
This seems neat.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on with... Oh, I didn't mean to close it out. Let me pull it back up here really quick. Amateur. Iris and the Giant. Been out for about a year, as we talked about. I think
on Steam, but on Switch it's only been out for a handful of months, I think.
Yeah, and I think mobile is still pretty new for that also. Let me get past this little opening here. I really like what it's doing. I think I might pick this up on mobile. I think this would be a fun thing to have in my pocket with me and to play on the go. But I am enjoying it quite a bit, playing it with a mouse and keyboard on my PC. But I think there's some really cool stuff happening with this game, Chase. I think this is one that you should keep on your radar.
Yeah, I think maybe it's something I'll wait for a sale on. Not because I don't think it's worth $15, but just I feel like I have a lot of these kinds of games to play right now.
Yep.
And it's tough to justify just throwing another one in there.
Totally.
But certainly this is something that I've, as soon as I saw the look of it, I was like, I would like to play this sometime, and I think that'll happen.
Totally. So I'd like to see where the story goes because I am pretty invested in some of the stuff I've seen with Iris so far. So I'll continue that journey and check and see how it goes. But I don't think it's a relatively long game. Like once you start to get some of these perks and companions, it'll make for short work on the battlefield. But yeah, Iris and the Giant, you can get this game anywhere from, let's just say, $20 to $5, somewhere in that frame. And you can play it just about anywhere. If you enjoy what we're doing here with our quick looks, go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. If you want to see us play games like this live, we play games 2 nights a week on twitch.tv/thecasualhour, and we record our podcast Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, live on Twitch, and post those wherever podcasts can be found Friday mornings. So, Chase, again, thanks for being here with me on the show, and we'll be back with more gaming content in the future. Take care.